Let me get everything set up. For some reason on my phone, my chat acts wonky. And then we will be ready to talk all things YouTube. If somebody can give me a thumbs up in the chat so I can get it moving, that would be great. I appreciate it. As you can, woo, that was a close up of my face. Sorry, didn't mean to traumatize. I got you guys right there with me, and I got my computer right here with me, so we can kind of look at stuff together. And I can also pull up. I got my laptop behind me, and pull up stuff. Let's see. There you go. Hey, hot grown. Hey, hot grown. How is the weather? Are you surviving your storm right now? Let me make sure that music is off. But I do have your live going. Happy Friday, happy Friday. I should have done it so we could bring you up with me, but we're going vertical. Look, that's a horrible angle. My old ass wrinkles are showing. Come on, what we gonna do? Yeah. All right, let's see if that's a little bit better. Hey, Patrick. We were going to talk all things YouTube. They have some questions. So, Hotgrown, you were asking that you weren't sure how to do something. So, type your question out, and then I can be sure to answer it. I'm just going to be right here and come over onto my computer because I know the chat will flow better on my computer. So, let me open up here, and I can see it better. And we can definitely talk all things YouTube. And I am going to click that. Yep, see, there we are. I'm going to come into the Analytics Studio. And I need to turn my ads on. For some reason, and I'll show you, even though I turn monetization on, there's the ad automator that doesn't get turned on unless you physically go into a studio to do that. So is it coming in on your side of the island or what? What's it look like? That non-permanence is crazy. You know. I got the old lady. I got one right here. She's sitting there scratching her face. And then Marley is right at my feet. Yeah, you're right at the feet. Yeah, he's right here. Trying to be a super dog. It's cold here this morning. It was a 41. Hey, Vico. I was over at Shayna's channel and was getting asked some questions. So I said, well, let's do an all thing question YouTube. I know that YouTube right now is running 2 different boot camps. So the one that I'm in, which is specifically for the United States, was all about is about vertical streaming. So, and like best practices and stuff like that. So I thought I would share, and I know Sabi's Hot Kitchen, she is in the boot camp for London, Europe, wherever, I don't know, what areas it in. Oh no. So Vico, Jamaica, getting ready to have a storm come across, and it's moving very slow. Well, keep us updated so we know what happens. So what I was saying was one of the biggest things I think that so let me go back. So there's the 2 different boot camps that are going on right now. In Europe, they're pushing the membership drives. So over at Savi's Hot Kitchen, she'll have a lot of those notes. So I figured I would bring forward the notes and stuff that they were telling the US and Canada people what to do. And new things they start to roll out here, obviously, because this is where they're headquartered, and then they expand it through their markets once, I guess, they work out the bugs. And with the YouTube platform, the majority in the United States, I think especially, had started on a horizontal, doing their lives and doing the videos. And it's always kind of been a horizontal platform. I didn't know that. So they're pushing the verticals because they will show up in the live stream. So if you're on a phone, in the shorts feed, if you're on a phone or on a computer and you're scrolling through shorts on a tablet, you can come across people's lives. And that's the advantage of going long way. We'll use this as your vertical. That's the advantage of having it sit this way. The horizontal, the advantage is obviously the ad revenue. Because it's horizontal, they put more ads within the middle. And I guess how it was traditionally set up, that you weren't doing it on the phone as much, you were doing it from the studio, and people were in studio doing it. But now the phones and our gadgets have kind of evolved. Hello, welcome on in. And we're able to do our streaming. If you want to go horizontal on your phone, you can. If you want to go vertical, we're doing great. We're talking all things YouTube. So if you have any YouTube questions, let's put them out there and we can all help answer each other's questions about growth and what's going on and stuff like that. So one of the biggest changes that is going to come next year sometime, and it will go everywhere, and they've already started testing it, is I can do a horizontal live and it will automatically go vertical at the same time. And in like my studio or wherever I'm getting my messages, all the chats will blend into one for me. But people that are on shorts will see the shorts messages. People that are on their TV or whatever watching, they will see what they're watching, their message thread. But for the creator, they will all blend together. So that is really neat. But I think what they're pushing and why they're pushing verticals, especially hard in the US market, like I said, it had been a horizontal platform. And there are so many of the gaming people and the like just different content creators. And right now the short feeds, because we have a whole generation of kids that are coming up that have grown up on shorts, whether it was Snapchat or TikTok, all these kids that are familiar with that format, that makes the short feed in general a really, really, I'll tell you exactly how to fix it. I can tell you exactly what you're doing wrong because it took me a while to play with it. But it's really how they have grown up. And so they are more accustomed, and the traffic on shorts is so much more. Obviously, you can do a horizontal feed and you might have 16 people pop in and look what's happening, pop out. But where if you do a vertical, you might have 600 people look at you. So the traffic's different. So we kind of want to be on both feeds. And one of the other big things that they have started talking to us about is that also the consistency. But hold on, I see, this is why I have to always have here. So on your phone, when you are setting up, and I went on my phone because I had already pre-programmed it, but when you're setting up your messaging, right? Hold on, I think this is a moment. This is a moment for pen and paper. Okay, I'm gonna draw a little phone. All right, so right here we have our little phone. And what I'm going to do is spin the camera around so everything won't be backwards. And then we can see what the phone should look like, okay? All right, so let me spin this around because if not, everything I write will be backwards. There you go. And let me tip you down this way and make sure you're looking at my chair. Okay, tip you down a little farther. There you go. That should be a good angle, right? And we'll back this up just a little bit. Okay. All right, I can work with that. Okay, so let me make sure I'm back in the picture and we will get our stuff. There. All right, we're good, right? All right, so how you get the horizontal feed on a telephone. So you have your little phone, right? And it has that menu on the side, right? And when you're setting up your live, you know how you go in and do your title and you write all your stuff, right? And you get everything set up you want your live to say, just like a normal everyday live, right? You do all that and then you push down so it closes and then it'll say go live, right? It'll say go live right here. Before you push that go live button, you want to come back up into your settings and there's a button and it's, let me check how far down is it. It is right under microphone. Right under microphone. You'll have your microphone here. That's my microphone. Then you have that little picture of your camera right here. That's a little camera picture right there. No, hold on. But keep going down because there's one that says orientation. Okay, lighting, green screen, highlight, mute, flip, light, yeah. And when you're setting it up, before you go live, you're going to tap on orientation. And it's down on one of these buttons and make sure it says horizontal. And I check it before I set up all the words and I check it before I push go live. And it has taken me a lot to get it to the right orientation. And that's as soon as you click into Studio, you can pull up on the side orientation and make it horizontal there. But after you set up everything, it's going to want to go back to what it's used to doing. So if it's used to doing vertical, make sure it says again, horizontal. And it's going to be right on the side before you go live. That's on my Android. So on an iPhone, I was looking for my black pen. It might be, I do have bright markers. I like everything bright. Come on, hot grown. Greetings, greetings, greetings. So that's where it is. It's you set it before under orientation and then double check it before you hit the go live. And literally once it gets used to it, it's just practice doing it. Just keep doing it, and you will. Hey, Hadid, welcome in. We are talking all things fabulous. So I had stopped, once I got my people, I had stopped doing a lot of the vertical streams and went to almost all horizontal. I liked how it looks. I liked everything about horizontal streams. But now in this boot camp, they are really pushing to minimally do both. But if you have to pick one over the other, that YouTube is saying you're better off pretty much doing the vertical because of the amount of people you see. Now, I've heard through the YouTube streets, yes, I am vertical now because I am in this YouTube Creators Challenge. But if you would like, I can come off of vertical and go horizontal. It's up to you. It's not that big of a deal, but I get points for every vertical I do right now, so that's why I'm vertical. So I am definitely trying to incorporate a mixture of both. And the other big thing that they had said, which is so important, is that to do consistent, like a consistent theme, a consistent time, anything that will make your channel seem like home. You know, we all have, hold on, it's the traditions and the culture of the house. So if you come in, first thing you do, you walk in the door, you take your shoes off, you might go wash your hands from coming in, then you greet people. And if you come to my house, it's, do you need something to drink? Can I get you something to eat? Even if it's my kids and they come in. So to start to build a culture for your channel. So come in, like when I started my live, I did not say, welcome to Fabulous Nuts ASMR. My name's Paige. Today we're talking about all things YouTube. If you have a question, put it in there. Yeah, no. So I am now doing like pop-up verticals, but if I'm doing a longer live where I know I'm going to be live for over an hour, say I'm going to do a 2-hour live, 3-hour live, I like to be horizontal because that's where you're getting your ad revenue. Ads, they automatically are put in, and you can set your frequency a lot easier and all of that than done with the vertical. And if you are, and I don't understand, like, I think it's turned on one place, but then in the studio it says monetization, then ad automator. And if the ad automator isn't on, then you don't get the ads. The ads will be inserted after the video uploads, but you won't get one now. I have my ad automator on. So I'm in the studio. So if I push that insert an ad, everybody should now get an ad in a few seconds. So if you see an ad, say you see an ad. So that's the advantage of having another piece of equipment with you, if at all possible. The other thing that I'm doing, so I'm doing my pop-ups under an hour. I'm going vertical, or around an hour time. Horizontal, I have started my midday meditation, and that's where I'm still using a loop, because that goes, hey 3M men's, welcome in. We are talking all things YouTube, and some people had some questions. I was in a different chat, so I said, let me just pop on and I can explain it better here. So before we got into the questions that came up, I figured we would just have a little talk about vertical versus horizontal, and what I am learning in this YouTube boot camp that I'm in, and some of the things and tips they have given are create a culture, consistent uploading, but not just consistent, but at the same time. So that's where you really have to kind of use your analytics and see what is the best time. My midday meditation, that one lends itself really well for my channel because I can just turn it on and I don't have to babysit it. But the one that I've started on the vertical, which they told, to find something, I am doing the whisper reading, because that goes with my ASMR and I love to read. But I'm gonna have to do it later. I think when people that are on these apps or using YouTube, at 7 o'clock at night, they're not really settling in and wanting to relax. They're kind of still in their day, where I get up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. So at 7 o'clock, I am ready to go to bed. So I'm going to have to play around. That 7 o'clock time wasn't a good time, and I really do want to keep that series. So I'll watch my analytics on that. So the big other question that came, thank you for liking. The big other question that came up, or the question that came up today in a live stream over at Shayna's channel, was the whole watch hours. And the question was asked, if somebody has 2 accounts and they're on separate servers, and I think I'm using terminology right. I don't know because I don't know all the terminology, but they have them listed to different addresses, IP addresses. Is that the right word? Like, so they're on different, like, IP serve, whatever. Can the person run her channel for watch hours? And I said, no, 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 no. You don't want to do it. Because at some point, YouTube is going to figure out that it's the same person. You know, it's just such a gamble to run. Like, oh, I'm going to leave my phone at my mom's house and let it run, let it run, let it run, let it run. Well, what if it one day I grab that phone and access my other account from it? Well, boom, now I've linked my account. Then YouTube's going to come in and wipe out everything. So that is a shortcut. And I've seen people that had lost their channel because of that. One woman was very honest. She's in her How I Got Demonetized statement saying she thought it was great. She just left her computer running and playing her channel. So she had the watch hours, but once they were looked at, and it was after she got monetized, and she had been monetized for about 3 or 6 months, but she was monetized for a while. All of a sudden, one morning, her channel is done, gone. They'd taken it down because it was considered a bot channel. And I think those things now, with all of the bot stuff that goes around, or the trolling and everybody knows there's fake accounts, just like there's people, randomly calling you, the spam accounts. Everybody knows they're out there. And that's sometimes why our numbers fluctuate. Oh, 37 people just subscribed to my channel. Oh, 3 days later, 37 people are unsubscribed from my channel. Well, it was some bot farm thing that it got wiped out. Does it hurt? Yeah. But they're so good at detecting that, and anything that can be thought about as a shortcut has already been thought about and used, because there are no new ideas in the world. And YouTube now, it's 20 years old. I should have gotten on this platform when I was 30 years old. I'd be like a YouTube millionaire by now. But anyway, I didn't come to the party till late. But they've seen it all. They've done it all. They figured it out, over 20 years. And also people from other platforms, and these people that have much more tech savvy know what to look for, how things are linking, where things are linking. So my advice with watch hours is you want to do it organically. You want to do it slowly, because if by some reason you don't, things will backfire. There's no shortcut. On my channel, if anybody new, my channel is only, it was a year in April. April, I was 1 year. And from April to August, I was just kind of floating around, trying to figure out what to do on my own. And then I did find the chat community, the live chat, and started visiting and finding out how to navigate things. And it was during the time of the restreaming and all. So I started looking for, or doing, like little streams, loops in December. And at that point, I probably had 200 watch hours. And literally I had 3 videos with the nut cracking go viral. And they went viral. And so from December 15th, I was monetized 5 days later. I had 2 videos. One that got, I consider 855,000 views, a viral video. And the next one was just as high. So all of a sudden I got all these subscribers and all these views. And that's since I have 3 accounts too, I can no longer access accounts due to forgetting passwords. However, I earn my watch hours because since I have 3 accounts and 2 of them I can no longer access. The other accounts due to forgetting password. Yes, I mean you can probably now go in. Yeah, like I said, I got my watch hours from just those things going viral. So it was just bizarre. But I got my watch hours, so you don't lose your watch hours. But if you had those 3 accounts and you were using those 3 accounts to run your own videos to get your watch hours, that's where YouTube is going to flag you. Not if, I use my 2-3 accounts all the time. Oh, yeah. You've got to let people know that 24 hours. But for those other 2 accounts, now that you have a manager, or you can have the helpline, you can just go in and send an email, and they'll give you your, you can get into those accounts again, I'm sure now. But if you wanted to get rid of them, but what I am specifically saying, and what the question came to me was, could I have an account? I have opened an account for myself. So my other account, Just Fabulous. If I had opened it while I was at my mom's house 2 states away, could I leave that account running my Fabulous Nuts to get my watch hours if I needed them? And that's what I'm saying. No, I would never do that, because somewhere along the line, they're going to catch that link. Now, they're not going to come back and take stuff away. I had to fight trolls, so I used my channel to rant, and watch hours were earned that way. There you go. That's awesome. Like, I need an arguing channel. Like, but I think that stuff is so funny. Like, I can't stop. Yeah. Yep. Like, I always like it on my Just Fabulous channel. I don't know, I'm doing a fitness journey over there. And it's really funny when somebody will come on, one of those kids, but they crack me up, because if I was 8 years old, you can tell the ages, and I think it's hilarious. So I love that. But that's my answer. If you have another account, just be honest with it, because once you get your watch hours too fast, and like I said, I got monetized, like, boom, overnight pretty much. From nothing to I was monetized, but then I didn't have, oh, okay, I will. I didn't have the people to watch the videos, and I still didn't have enough organic traffic to sustain that momentum. So even though in 2 days I got most of my subscribers within a week or 2, or maybe a month, I didn't have the sustainability. I don't have people watching. I mean, and I'm just as guilty of that too. I probably subscribed to 20 times as many channels as are subscribed to me, just for support and all. So that's the thing that happens. Yeah, I'll drop that link. It's over there. I'm on day 26. One day I'll be able to touch my toes. It's pretty funny. So Blessed Life Journey popped in here. Sis at work, laptop on to the end. Thank you. We are just going over some YouTube. Some people had some questions on the last live I was on, and I said, I'll come on and answer questions, what little answers I have. So that is what it is. But I think really, as much as I forget, because of the fun and games and enjoyment, that I started YouTube as a way to make some money, like not as a full-time job. Happy Friday, sis, blessed life. I didn't stay connected to channels that don't stay connected to mine. I'm honest that way. I can't tell who's connected to me. I know you can go into the public setting, but if it's a private setting, I can't tell who's connected and who's not. Like, I have no idea. Hey, Shana. Hey, welcome in. See, you got this live started and you were late. I'm going to have to get my pen and paper out. Get my pen and paper out on that one. Yeah, I have no idea how to tell who is connected, who isn't connected. I don't like when I pull up my analytics, it says public, but if they haven't made their thing public, like I can't tell, and a lot of people don't have that turned on, I'm finding. Yeah, I'm just teasing. I'm teasing, Jana. Yeah. So, how do you know? How can you spy on people? How can you spy on people? Let me know. Yes, yes, yes. By who leaves comments. Oh yeah, I mean I get that. I get who leaves comments, but my thing is with subscribing or unsubscribing that because I have so many people, literally YouTube is only pushing out your top 10 or 20 channels that you have visited lately. So within this week, if I've been to your chat, whoever's in the chat, I've been to all of your channels and you're in my chat, I'm going to get your notifications and nobody else's. So actually every once in a while, I have to go back into my subscription list and pull up friends that I haven't seen for a while, not because they haven't visited, but you know, you visit, I visit, you visit, I visit, and then all of a sudden there might be a break, and then all of a sudden we've dropped off. So I'll go back in and pick up somebody, and then we're visiting again. So I don't ever think when I'm not seeing somebody on my channel that they're not supporting or won't support, but maybe they're just lifing at the moment. And I don't know. Oh, man, thank you so much. She sent us a high five. Oh, bless you. Look at that. She sent me a high five. Thanks. I got the camera turned around where I was drawing a picture. Hold on, this way I can highlight it, I think. Let me flip you back this way, guys. Oh, did anybody watch yesterday? Marley picked the next color paint. So that's exciting. I did it as a yes, thank you, thank you. But I was on a live and I got really upset because not only did somebody I thought it was whoa, sorry. I thought it was really bad YouTube etiquette when somebody came in and said, I'm unsubscribing to you because you never answer your comments. And I like, it really upset me. You didn't need to say that to somebody. And nobody knows at this point in time, what is it taking for somebody to, let's face it, use this as a second job. They're coming live. They're doing the best they can. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's happening in that country. Even some countries, it's really hard to get data, and very expensive and tedious to use. And you know, we all know people that don't have the most reliable electricity. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't flip a switch in my electricity and come on right away. You know, so I think that is, yeah, have no time for, yeah, I just, every once in a while I'll go through, and if it's somebody like I don't even recognize their name and can't connect anymore, like it's been so long so that there wasn't a deep connection to begin with, you know, I will unsub, you know. But if it's people that I know I'm interacting with, and or somebody I haven't seen for a while, and then you find out, oh, they just had a baby and started a new job and moved across the country, and they're, you know, there was something happening else in their family and blah, blah, blah. You're like, oh, wow, well, let me just watch some videos for you and help you out, you know. So that's kind of where I try to keep my subbing and unsubbing. And like I said, every once in a while, I'll go through my list and be like, but that's people that I don't know. Yeah, yeah, and I would hate for anybody to think, oh, I mean, people here, but don't mention before. Take it every type. Yeah. You know what's so funny is, and I don't know if it's because I'm female or I don't know if it's because so much goes over my head, which probably is closer to the truth, or if, I don't know, I just look like a crazy person. So I haven't met many like people that are insincere or that are mean. And if I did, it like, I don't know. I don't know. I grew up with some shady stuff, so it has to come at me pretty hard. And I'm like, oh, I see you. I see you. Yeah. But I would hate for somebody to think I disappeared on them when all of a sudden I go through like 2 or 3 times a week trying to answer my comments or respond to comments, and I try to watch and do this and and have a list going. And if I'm not catching up on play for play, maybe it's because I try to run one person's playlist a day, one of their playlists, just as a little like, hey, I was here and spent this time with you. Um, I was, when we all have to navigate it a different way. So I would definitely hate that people think I was like blowing them off. So I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. So that's my take on like YouTubing, what I see is happening. And I think that, oh, I never talked about what I heard this morning at 2 o'clock when I was awake at 2 a.m. over in Savvy's Hot Kitchen. If you guys missed it, when I first got on the app, honestly, I learned the hard way. It was terrible, hence the rants. Oh. Yeah, I think things just went over my head. I think things did. And the content, so my content has always been kind of, I had started doing like nature and ASMR, like I was going to do ASMR. Then I started just kind of vlogging. And then I got back to ASMR, and you really can't argue with nuts. So I think I bypassed a lot of that. I think maybe on my other channel, if I ever expressed an opinion or anything, I could see how people would definitely come. And yeah. But yeah, I think that with mine, look, if you're not comfortable busting a nut or talking about nuts, then maybe this channel isn't for you. I talk about it because it makes me laugh, because I have the humor of a 6-year-old. Let's talk about it. Oh, matter of fact. So in this challenge, in this vertical live challenge we have to do, we have to come up, with these things like, how are you going to do a live, and what would be a live that would grab people's attention and hold them? So to think about not just coming on and speaking, but to actually do something. That's why I started the whisper reading, because I thought, okay, that's great, or the meditation, because I'm not just talking randomly. But I'm going to unveil Magic Nut Bag. Can I just have a moment? I need a hands up for Magic Nut Bag. Oh, yes. Do you remember Magic 8 Ball? It was a yes, no, maybe so, definitely not. I can't answer now. Ask again later. So Magic Nut Bag is going to have the answers on nuts. And we can ask Magic Nut Bag our pressing and most needing to be answered question. I think that'd be hilarious. And I think it'd be a fun, funny live. So that is in November. Let me know. Yeah, so I vote. I am doing Magic Nut Bag. And with a name like Magic Nut Bag, how can it be anything but hilarious? So once a week, we can all get together at a decent time, like 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and ask our questions to Magic Nut Bag. And I think Magic Nut Bag would be a lot of fun. I don't know. So that's the other, and that's one of the things, like, and I think whether you do vertical or horizontal live, just in lives and in general, I'm gonna tell you, what do you guys do? Like, my chat always stops if don't have something else on. And now yeah, okay, so So that was one of the things that in the boot camp that they're saying with lives, be sure you have like a series you can do, something that's going to hook people and make them want to come back for a while. Or are you doing whatever it is, but that will be a hook that you can try at the same time and see how that generates as a like Chania, you're so good at that. You do your challenges, your eating challenges, your water challenges, which then people are like, oh, what day are we on? Which then, yeah. So, and I took that on my other channel with I was doing a 30-day yoga challenge from Yoga with Goga, right? And then 1 minute into that challenge, I realized, okay, not only can I no longer do yoga, I mean, I haven't done it in 18 years. Why would I have thought it would have been a problem? I don't know. And in the meantime, I had broken both my wrist and both my hands 2 years ago. So that was also a thing. So I rapidly found out I need to be in a chair while I do that. So now it's become chair yoga and my own stretching journey, because let's see how many days I can go with exercising on YouTube before I miss a day. So that's now turned into that channel. And in the meantime, my eating healthy just started too. So that's the thing. But I know in the European boot camp that they're running, all of you guys across the pond, that they're pushing the membership and saying, state why people should be in your membership. Look at your membership. I'm really excited. Do a membership drive, create reasons for people to get memberships that's where a more substantial part of the income can be, because after all, this is fun and games. I enjoy visiting. I enjoy doing everything. Yet it is an income source. It's not a main income source, but look, I got my whole... Every time I get my facelift fun, just about ready to get my facelift, because we got to do something with this waddle. I got that white girl waddle hard. That's a special. Anyway, anytime I just about get my facelift fun, something happens. We need a new car, our children needed braces, or somebody has to get an education, and my money keeps going out to that. So YouTube is my facelift fund. I might even have to start a GoFundMe at this point. I'm running out of time. But it is a business. So I think taking the time and putting aside a few minutes every week, at least every week, just to check the emails. I am horrible about checking the email account that's listed with any of my emails, but this one. And also to watch those little video clips they put out. This new, if you haven't used the new Shorts AIs, they're fun. All you have to do, like that leopard I did, or I did the lions, all I had to do was point that and it uploaded the image. So YouTube is trying to make those things, I think, simpler, and keep with the technology that's on other platforms and make it fun. They also have the YouTube Create. It's another app that is available. And did you mean anything about being authentic? No, but they're just saying, make us more, get working, but no, they haven't. But I guess that phrase confuses me, like not in a bad way, but I guess I don't know any other way to be. Like, are people coming on and like pretending there's some, like, no, they haven't mentioned being authentic, or it hasn't been a topic of conversation yet, but this course goes until December. And if you have a chance to get into one of these, just apply for it. They take like 100 people. Thanks. And it's really been interesting. And you meet a lot of other people. And if I knew how to get on Discord, I could interact with a bunch of other people. Maybe I'll figure that out today. Yeah. Oh, wow, really? That's kind of why I got off of like everybody's like on Facebook or on Instagram. They're like, here's all the wonderful things. I'm like, wait a minute. Nobody ever messes anything up. Come on. Come on. Let's be real here. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh, did you, y'all want to know one of my best things? Did you all know you can make glue out of potatoes? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you want to know how to never be asked to cook anything ever again for any family function? Ever. Never. They'll never ask you again. All you have to do is show up with one meal with glue potatoes. Yes, if you take your mashed potatoes, instead of mashing them and smashing them, you take them and put them in a blender, thinking you're going to take a shortcut, and you blend them. Mm-hmm. And you blend them some more. And you blend them some more. It turns to glue. And by the time you show up and people are eating glue potatoes, you never get asked again. It was in an email. I got an email and I kind of thought, I'm answering the next question. How did I find out about the course? It was an email and it said from the YouTube creators or from the YouTube, I can tell you exactly what it said. People, yeah, glue potatoes. It's one for the books. They don't ask you. That or the year my sister didn't bake her sweet potato pie. Yeah, we were all eating raw sweet potatoes. So it came, but it looked like spam. And I even asked my husband. It said YouTube behind it. And then it said, hold on. I'm filling out this form. It had like somebody's name. You were invited to take part of this, and I'm like, man, I don't know. And then I'm like, well, I don't know what kind of time, and it's like twice a week for an hour. It's not that big of a time commitment, but it was in the email, and I filled it out, and I said, well, they only say they take a little bit. Yeah, they're put in a harassment report. Yeah, no, I have always ignored them too, and I just happened to see that, like, help learn more about your platform and do this and do that. And I'm like, might as well. What's there to lose? And now I'm really glad I answered it because, I mean, it's not like it's insider information, but I didn't know, I didn't know how to schedule the lives on the phone. And if I'm on the phone, I had to come on the phone because I scheduled the live on the phone, and that way I can go into and turn the ads on better than not scheduling. Now, if you schedule on the computer, here's another way. If you schedule your lives on a computer or on a tablet, it will, in YouTube Studio, you go to your YouTube Studio and you schedule a live. It will automatically take you horizontal. So that is another way to do it. Now, if you want to like just go live, like to schedule the vertical live or like on a phone or whatever, you just go in and under those settings, it'll say schedule later and you click that. And that's one thing that was 100% recommended. Schedule your lives, schedule your lives, schedule your lives. And I'm like, I can't even schedule my breakfast. So that's kind of difficult, but I'm trying to get better. And that's where the consistency is what's coming out. Yeah, I'm like the queen of pop-up, but I went ahead, like this one I scheduled out. So anybody that wanted to link over could link over. And that's one of the things that in this thing has said, just schedule. So on my other channel, I'll put coming live between 7 to 10 a.m. Coming live between 7 and 12. Sometime between 7 a.m. and 12 o'clock. Turn your notification on because I don't know when. But sometime before lunch, I'm going to get this done. So that's one of the things. And then I definitely need, hey, Fatima, welcome. I am definitely trying to learn to do. So I definitely, because I'm not an early eater, y'all. Yeah, they eat at weird times ever across. But there you go, Fatima. You are ready to connect. So that's another thing. I am in, I don't know why I always say we. I guess me and all my personalities are in United States, in North Carolina. So I am in northeastern North Carolina, and it is cold today. So it was 41 degrees Fahrenheit. So how cold is that in Celsius? I don't know. I can't look it up. But anyway, that is what you're welcome. You're welcome. Connect. Everybody here is fabulous. Of course. That's the YouTube practices. And then over in Europe, they're saying ask for membership. So if you guys aren't a member, go ahead and join my membership. There's a couple levels. And Gastonia. Hey, we go up there because we go up to the lake. So we go up to Littleton, which is right next to Gastonia. Yes. And my daughter is over in Winston-Salem too. So we go out west all the time. Yay. Where are you, Mins? With your delicate flowers. You're out west though, right? Right. If you don't mind. I mean, if it's not, it's not. That's fine. And trust me, I understand that too. Philadelphia. Oh my gosh. Do I have a story? We need to do story time sometime. So Philadelphia, back in 1976, during the whole big independence or the 100-year celebration of this country, we all went up to look at the Liberty Bell and drove up there, and yeah, that would be fun. Okay, so that's another great live, but that one would be, let me write that down, story time. That would be a great once a month. Oh, and different people could host it. That would be fun. Then we could go from channel to channel and have different, yes. Okay. Oh, okay. So you have to go into your studio setting, and there will be, in the monetization part, it'll say turn on your membership. And actually, we're right here. We can look right on mine if you would like. I like teaching. I should have been a teacher, except I don't like kids that much. All right. So you go into your I just want to get the words right for you because I do so much on the big computer. All right. So you go into your setting part. And when you go to where it says earn money, you'll see right here. Hold on, let me bring it to you. Woo, there's my fat head. All right, we're right here. See up here, it'll say membership right there. And you just go in and over down here on your phone, and you click into that, and then you, oh shoot, it has all my information. Y'all could see all my stuff. Ooh, y'all don't steal my stuff, please. Oh, that was not good. You go in there and just turn it on, and then it'll walk you through, like, you can use badges or pick things, and it'll suggest things that you can pick. Like on my memberships, I have 2 levels of memberships. Oh, I got a new member. Oh, yes. So I have 2 levels of memberships. I have a 99-cent membership and a $2.99. Let me see my levels. So on the Fun Nut, if you want to be a Fun Nut, you can get loyalty badges, emojis, member-only videos, shorts, and priority if I'm returning comments. But if you go to the Fabulous Friends, which is the next level, you can do member-only live chats, photo and status updates, perks from the previous level. So it just gives you stuff you can add it'll take you through it all. Um, and then they give you people that you can go look that have really big memberships and how to do it. And on the memberships, then that money you got. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Did you see my numbers? Did you see? Uh, did you see my ID? Look at that bruise. Yeah. Oh, you might not have that yet. I don't know if it's turned on. Oh, right? I am too. And those are people that have such great hosts, like they can host anything. Sometimes I'll go live and I'll struggle and be like, oh, this was not a good thing. Like today, I felt very comfortable because there was a topic. So I think that goes to show I definitely need a good topic, unless I'm just chatting. Then I'll just chat. But I think you're not looking for that membership. What are you talking about then? Let me come where I can see it better. Hold on. Get a little close on my face, guys. Let me get it so only my bottom model shows. All right, there we go. Gotta get that angle. It's okay to struggle a bit of live streams. Yeah. You were pushed out of live streaming, really? Come on back. Come on back. We won't tell anybody. Just come to us. Give us moderator. We got strong block fingers. We block them all. Yup. Gonna lie. Yeah. Ah. Man, here's my problem. Hey, Sadie. I am actually in the middle of running your playlist, my dear. Let me tell you which I am on. We are on hour number 4 on your Life of Sadie Bumpa on number 8. 4 hours of cooking steamed fish. We're 4 out of 8 hours done. I've watched the first 7 videos. So there you go. Just what we doing today. Watching Sadie Bumpa video. Yeah. You know, I know y'all are gonna be hit with some weather, so a little extra time never hurts, right? Because we don't need, and Hot Grown knows I got his going. I always got a Hot Grown video going. Always. So, yeah, I think, like, you know, the other thing you might do, though, before you go back live, have you blocked certain words, certain things that can't go through? That is a game changer. If you, and you can also set your lives for, well, always set them for over 18, you know, and set your page for over 18. But if you be sure that you knock out, you're very welcome, Sadie, of course. If you knock out certain words, like if you remember certain words that came up and you put them on the list, that if they come up, they're automatically blocked. Oh, wow. Look, you just, I think, okay, so I started doing lives weirdly. My hair is looking 2 different colors and it's really distracting me with my ADHD. I started doing lives, but it was because I was already on so many people's feeds. And so when I got up the nerve to do it, I kind of went that way, but maybe it's what time, I don't know. Yeah, you have to with me, Yankee. They all mean like that. I don't know. That is so weird. I just have not seen, like, I mean, I have read, I've been in lives. No. That's horrible.
What happened?
But your voice sounds fine. Oh my God, that is so weird. That is so weird. Wow. Well, you know what then? Don't do it. If you're not comfortable or if you don't want to do it like Chana does it, just do a non, and she has her stuff. And I think a lot of people start out with non face to face like lives, but yeah, that takes a lot. That makes you want to step away, don't they? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's next level. That had to have been people that knew you. I mean, how else? And I have to say, I am not sure. I mean, at this age, my children are adults, obviously. They're not around, and I'm not sure with young children in the house, I would not be comfortable doing any live. I would never do a live with my young children around the house because there was no way I would feel comfortable. Too much information. I accidentally say things, show things. Um, that I fully understand. Well, girl, put some videos out. Let us know. If you're not doing that live, then we will be supporting you. Or only do your lives as a membership perk. Because now you can have member only lives where it's not even out in the general public. And that might be something that would work. Just a thought, I mean, but I get it. I definitely get it. But I would definitely. Oh my goodness. Wow. No, I think yeah, that's. Now I'm all upset, Jana. I mean, Mince, wow. Wow. You let us know when you get your videos out. And since you're not doing a live, we'll all come watch your video 5 times each, 10 times each to make up the hour that you would be live. How about that? Yep. I can't stand that kind of stuff. It is so ridiculous. Ah, I don't know. I mean, I just think it's just no need. I mean, it's no need. Just like I said, nobody knows what anybody's going through at any given time. And for any of us to walk around, I don't know, being mean to somebody just to be mean is so silly. It's just so ridiculous. But anyway, yep, exactly. I mean, I understand. I understand. Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, I mean, and definitely like with what I had going on in my late 20s, in my 20s, all my 20s, and my 30s, with some incidences, there's just no way, I would do any type of YouTube. So I think you definitely have. All right, Trap, I hope I got. All right, go enjoy the drums. I know you're going to be smiling so big while you drum away. You always smile when you drum. It's so cute. I love musicians. They all have a different face. Like they're different face for playing music. It just cracks me up. It's so cute. All right. So we're going to get off of here soon too. And I hope, I don't know, did I answer anybody's question on YouTube that they had? Kind of feels like I started rambling. But that's what's happening. And today's meditation moment that'll be on in a little while, probably in an hour, is great. It's a haunted house. And I love this image because it just like goes through and goes through and goes through another image. So it's like tunnels to tunnels. It's really cool. So if you're looking to relax, come back for some meditation moments. I'm not getting off though. There's too many people here. We're in a party. I needed a Friday party. The sun's out. Nice, nice, nice. Start filling now. All right. Yeah, Sadie, you and a hot girl, be safe and let us know if anything happens and you need anything. We are here, right here on YouTube, probably glued to the screen doing something. But you know you can find us around in the streets for sure. For sure, for sure. Gosh, man, I am so sorry you had that experience. I think that's why, like, when I told my kids I was coming on YouTube, they were like, Mom, don't do it. Don't do it. People will be mean. And I'm like, you know. But I'm in a very different place in my life. Very different place in my life. Yeah. So that makes a difference. All right, guys, any other things? So be consistent. Find something to upload about. Put out notices when you're going live. So I'm going to definitely try to get better with that. Even if I'm going to go live in a half hour, I'll try to get like my notification turned on, going live. And I'll see if that helps some with channel traffic. You know, anything should help. Oh, man, you were spoiling me today. She sent floating heart jewels for us. Oh, thank you. Look at that. You are so nice. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to find our Men's is gonna keep putting her videos of her amazing plants, and I can't wait to watch more. This summer I have a plant I have to get out of the yard. I had thrown, hey, go Raid, go Raid, go Raid. I feel so loved. Hold on, let me get my crown. I was gonna go to a store, but I don't know. Are we gold or are we silver? I think we should go with the gold crown today for the Goga Ray, getting ready for Goga's party. I've got to make, oh, this one doesn't have clips on it. Nope, that one doesn't have clips. That's a lot. Thank you, Goga's Raid. Hold on, let me get my, there. Royalty is in the house. We're here with Goga. We were talking about YouTube practices. I would have worn makeup today if I knew I was going to get raided by our illustrious president. You know what that means? I can't just end the live. We got to do a raid somewhere. Hey, Sunship Soil, thanks for visiting. And I saw and somehow didn't get back. Let me write it down because I saw your comment. Shit. So I am having trouble sometimes, like my comments will show up one place and then they are not showing up somewhere else. Or if I look at it, hey, Eve, welcome, welcome. Shayna has been here too. Shayna's getting her crown ready for the party. Shop for less. Hold on, let me get you guys all jacketed up. Look at that. Y'all don't tell the president he didn't even have a jacket. Hold on, let's get everybody jacketed up so they can share the love with us. So who else can help with this issue? What do you do with rudeness? Oh, look, everybody, shop for less. Come on, get your jacket. Y'all got my jacket. Look at me. I'm just throwing out the winter clothes. It is cold today. Secret of Flora. Welcome to the house. I can't wait for Goga's royal party. I hope everybody else has that on their did I get everybody? Anastasia was over there. She wasn't chopping vegetables. I feel so honored. My goodness, best day ever. Best day ever. I think I got everybody. If you don't have a jacket, please let me know. Yay! I am so excited. Thank you all. And Sunship Soil, look for me to visit because I really feel bad that I know I commented and I meant to write down right away. So I will be in your house, and thank you for visiting. And I am so sorry that I didn't return to you right away. Oh, yay! So I will get my nut crown ready for your party. We'll probably do that on a live one day. And we were just talking about some of the things that the YouTube people in the boot camp that I'm in, because it's about the vertical lives, which they are going to do. The horizontal and vertical will all run the same time. That's going to be rolling out next year. But the best practices and trying to get like themes for our lives, where like Shayna's so good with her 30-day water or her 30 days of vegetables, and you did. I almost started, but I have to fly. Say hi to see the queen. All right, well, I am so glad you came. And like Anastasia, she chops vegetables, so we know, and it's predictable when we go to her house what we're going to see, what's going to happen. Eve, I need to come visit you right this second because I know. Go to your channel right here. That's what I suspected. Let me put you in my new subscriber playlist so I can come and play you and make sure we are fully connected. Yes, I gotcha. I will. Alameen is here. Well, the president showed up. And so when His Royal Highness comes in, I have to put my jewels. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. You guys have been so generous to me. Oh, thank you, Goga. On behalf of Tribe Goga, thank you for the warm welcome. Thank you for the beautiful raid. And thank you for getting me started in my 30-day yoga challenge. It has been interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that all the role. In my brain, my body is still that of a 20 or 30-year-old. But in reality, it's not. So I've had a lot of laughs, but we're still going. I am on day 26 over there. And maybe by day 60, I'll be able to touch my toes while standing up. Won't that be fun? Actually, it will. I didn't know until visiting my mom. Yes, Goga, may your cup overflow with your basket never run dry. I need to write that down. I forget the blessing. I do, and it is so important to know the blessing. Hold on, I'll come back to that. I am going to, right here, I'm going to pin that. Wait, so I can get that message. Yes. There you go. Thank you, Sunship Soil, for reminding me of the blessing. Yes. And Shayna Z has encouraged me to go ahead and start cleaning up the old diet, which is kind of needs a lot of cleaning up too. So we're starting that. And yeah, this old nut is gonna be ready for summer travels. But you know, whatever you do to your body now shows up in 20 years. So I'm right here at 60, kissing it hard. And I want to be mobile. I want to be chasing my Patrick around the house still at 80, you know, and up and moving and doing things. So fabulous. I am on ad for chair yoga. Amelia, you started talking about yoga. Yes, that's great. That is great. I definitely have my ads turned on. That is for sure. But yeah, so I it's time. It's really time to take this serious and to address the issues now that can be corrected so that they don't get worse. they get better. That is what we are doing. We are just correcting things as we can. Oh, y'all make my eyes water with your generosity and coming to see me at this cold house. Oh, dab my eyes. Dab my eyes. I sure do. Thank you all. So that's what we were talking about. Has there been? I see on the shelf behind me. Yes. Yes, I have. So I will explain. So this is my office right here, and I have my sewing machine and my dress forms and all of that. And right here, wait, oh, thank you, thank you. This is I had a brother that was killed in 2005, but they were able to get his handprint. So I have my brother's handprint. This is a book that my husband wrote when he was in his 20s. So we have his Library of Congress book right there to keep us motivating, knowing we can do it. And then we have the, my little prayer stuff and my sewing stuff, and that's what's behind me. So it's a nice spot to sit and be. Absolutely. Woo, Sunship. He's going wild. Oh, may your cup, hold on, let me get it all the way correct. May your cup overflow and your basket never run dry, Sunship. Thank you so much for the love and the blessing. I feel like it's my birthday. They look so sweet. Look at that. Oh, you all are wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And so the new thing with the gifts are they're doing seasonal ones. And so these are the Halloweens, and then they'll come out with the new jewels for every season. So that's kind of exciting. I still have to explore that more. And then they are doing, what else did they say were new? Oh, on our lives when we're vertical, they're doing the hint. So they will pop up hints to use, and you can tag like little post-it notes around you as you talk. That's something new. And let me see if I push this button if something will come up. I don't see it, but that comes up. So you get post-it notes of different questions, especially if they think that the live is lagging. They have brought that out. And may your pot brim in abundance. Eva said, Sunship is the party. They are cool, Gaga. Sunship, blessing, Sunship. Secret of Flora, sending those hearts. Secret of Flora. Hold on. I know that our connection is not strong. So let me connect right this minute, and I will be in your house tomorrow for sure. Secrets of Laura. I'm saying Flora, sorry. That F and L were running together. Sorry, I am very dyslexic. So, Secret of Laura, not Flora. Laura. That was, blame it on my dyslexia for sure. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, I have a whole shelf. So, when my I grew up with 6 brothers, and I didn't get to wear enough crowns. So I started giving myself crowns for special occasions. And as my daughter met different milestones, she got different tiaras as well. So yes, there's a lot of tiaraing around my house. Why not, right? We all need a crown or two. And I am making my own special nut crown for Yoga's big party. Definitely. I'm making one. Okay, so hold on. All right. Just stay right there. Well, you're gonna make me have to get right here. Hold on. I just have to apply the nuts. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I haven't applied the nuts yet, but a royal gathering gets a royal. And as soon as my nuts are applied, is that the right way? Yeah. So there you go. And once I add my nuts in and the cherries, we'll get them all ready to go. Will that work? La. Am I not saying it right? And it's not Laura. La. La oola. La oola. La oola. I will go to your page and I will get it right. Thank you, some chip. La oola. Really? Not Laura? La oola. It sounds so much better your way. La oola. La oola. La oola. La oola. Got it. La oola. And so yes, I do have the nuts right here. Hold on. Let's just I have the nuts to apply. I just have to apply them appropriately, but I think like I might do a double nut crown. I don't know. We'll get it all figured out. Oh. No, if I'm not saying it right, I want to know. Don't feel the pressure. Sometimes being fabulous just comes with its own price, Goga. You know how it is. But you know what I don't have? I don't have any nuts on my glasses yet, but I'll get there. Oh, I'm gonna get there. Good thing Halloween is right around the corner. I might even put on makeup. Now that would be extra. So you know what my favorite old lady thing to do now? Go saying I'm kind of extra. There you go. My favorite old lady thing to do now is just my way of pronouncing. I love it. Bye, Anastasia. Go chop, 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 chop. I will be over to watch you in a bit. My new thing is I like to put my makeup on without my glasses, and then later in the day I'll look in the mirror to see how I did. Yeah, that is exactly what I like to do. Oh, your compost recipe, Sunship. Let me put that right now because we are just in the middle of working on a garden. Matter of fact, my son is waiting for me to take him to go get some cinder blocks to block stuff off. You guys have been such a blessing, and we were going to wrap it up. I'm glad I stayed on. You never know when blessings are going to arrive in a golden plane. You better be ready. You better be ready, and I am so glad I am always ready. That is sure. I am always ready to receive my blessings. Sonship Soil has been such a blessing. And Goga coming in with the party people and giving me a blessing while also helping me touch my toes. What more? What more could anybody need in a friend? I think nothing. Guess that's why he's the president. Yes. He might have to get bumped up to emperor. I'll make you a crown if you make emperor this next year, Gogo. Yes. I know, right? Yeah, I got that, Trina. You know, I'm gonna. Fabulousness comes at a price. It does. It really does. And you know what? I was just talking about how I was gonna afford my facelift, and you guys came right on over. I'm telling you, blessings, blessings, blessings to all. Whew. I miss what did Eve say? Oh, she said Shayna. Yeah, we can definitely do this. I am very excited for the party. And that's another one. That's another place we need to go to get inspiration. Goga is so good at having his announcements out, letting people know what's going to happen on his page, having things set up, being sure that everybody knows. And then while visiting and kind of, oh, you know, because the more you see people, the more you remember, oh, I need to go. I haven't seen that, you know, or oh, what's happening over there. So I think that is very, very, very important thing that I have learned out of this boot camp is definitely set them up, make them sound interesting, get people in, and here we are. All right. So did y'all want to take a flight? All right, let's do it because my son really is waiting to get out of here, and I don't want to lose my worker. I might have to take my hair down. Wait a minute. Hold on. We gotta let the hair down in the crown. Hold on. Wait. There we go. Whew. Now. That's much better look. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's so much prettier in the back, isn't it? Whew. Oh, it smells good. I just washed it. Don't look at the double chin. All right, so we're going to raid. So I'm going to come just like I was taught right here on the computer. I am going to go into my thing on my channel to manage my videos. Not that I didn't have it all set up. Not that I didn't know. Hey, are you guys liking the A and B testing for the shorts? And question number 2, do you feel that when you're using the A/B testing, it actually sends your video out more? I think so. I think when I am using mine A/B testing, my videos are getting better views. And it can't all be because of the title. I think it is because of I think it's because they're testing. I don't know why, but I have noticed it's better. Okay. We have Wisdom Sparks Motivation. That's always good. We always have Blessed Life Journey. We have Life with Nadine. And Miss World Kai Life. Let's see. Wisdom Spark. I think it's Wisdom. You guys ready to fly over and see Wisdom? But since I can't see the chat, that is what I will say we're going to do. Yep. I think that is a great idea. Let's go to Wisdom. And if you write Nut Raid, you get blocked. For some reason, could you imagine YouTube thinks Nut Raid is not appropriate? So if you just put Fabulous, or yeah, just put Fabulous Raid, then we shall need. Yes, you just always have to have a crown ready. You know, you just never know. Never know. Yes, that's what I thought. You get more views with the A/B testing. That's what I'm going with now. They want me to test something, baby. I'm on it. And that was another reason, like anything they're offering, I'm going to start really looking into, because I definitely think it's noticed. I think it's noticed in more than one place. And as much fun as you guys are, you know, there is a business aspect to all of this that we can't forget. I want to thank everybody that was here before the raid, hanging out, talking all things YouTube. I want to thank everybody after the raid. I want to thank you guys for making me feel so special. What a great way for me to go into the weekend. And Come back later for your haunted midday meditation. You are more than welcome back then. Okay, guys? So we are heading to wisdom. So fabulous nut raid. Let's go. I have it set up. God, I hope this works. Y'all make me nervous. All right, we're going to wisdom. Okay. Wisdom, here we come.